Yesterday was a crazy day for Bitcoin, and I'm still expecting higher prices to come. We just had yesterday the rate cut from the Federal Reserve Bank at a 0.25 percentage points, and we are right now pumping on Bitcoin. Let me tell you guys why I'm still super bullish on Bitcoin. I'm gonna give you my still expected target on Bitcoin on the higher time frame, and I'm also gonna mention a couple of long ideas in case Bitcoin drops before going any higher, as I've made it very clear that I'm super bullish on Bitcoin, especially since I've been trying to post daily on this channel. I think for the past month I've been saying that I'm bullish on Bitcoin constantly, especially since we hit $107,000. And then again, actually I've increased my bullishness once we broke out of $113,000. I've explained that especially here and on the Moon Show, that Bitcoin is gonna be super bullish once we break the 113,000 level mark, because I take and I depend on the volume profile based on these channels. If I use the volume profile pull from, I think, the breakout of $110,000 on the 10th of July, as you can see, till the current price action, we can clearly see that Bitcoin has broken out of $113,000. I think in the past Wednesday, I think 10 days ago, we've broken out of this important resistance line, making it into support. And why? The reason why I've been saying since we've broken out of $113,000 that my target is, and it still is actually, $120,000, because I've explained that we got the idea or the concept of value area rotation, which basically says that once you gain the value area low, which is the blue line at the bottom of the volume profile, technically the theory goes that you can technically target the value area high on the same volume profile pull, and also the opposite and vice versa. If we lose the value area high, we target the value area low, and we've seen it actually happen 4 times before this actually happened right now on Bitcoin. We can clearly see that on the 10th of July, once we broken out of $113,000, we saw a huge crazy pump to $120,000, and then again, once we lost $120,000, we broken out of it, and then we saw a pullback to 113, and again to 120, and once again 4 times, moving from 113 to 120 and from 120 to 113. We've seen it actually happen 4 times, and I flipped super bullish on Bitcoin once we've broken out of it again, because the idea technically is, and it still was, and it still is, actually going from 113 to $120,000. This is what I've been saying, I think, for the past week. If you'd like, you can check out my daily videos. I appreciate subscribing to this channel, because this is the English channel. I think I'm trying to grow it as much as possible. We've uploaded 40 videos. I've got an established channel in Arabic in which I've got 8.5k subs, so I'm trying to build this English channel. And if you've been watching my content, you would have known that I was super bullish, as you can see, 6 days ago or 7 days ago, this video called Bitcoin's long and bullish to $120,000. This is what I've been saying exactly since we've broken out of 113,000. So now I don't want to bore you in telling you or saying again that we're gonna reach $120,000. Let me give you some nice long trades in case Bitcoin drops or gives us a pullback before going any further. So technically I've got 3 ideas for a long on Bitcoin. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame and keep this video as short as possible. The first idea for a long is at the point of control at around $115.8 thousand. If we see a nice reaction, this could actually play as a scalp, with the potential of it being actually the low on Bitcoin today for a next high of $120,000. And if this level doesn't hold, then I'm gonna be waiting for the 2 trades I've mentioned yesterday, which are basically at the $114.4 thousand, a fake out of the weekly low, or if we go as low as hitting the 113 level mark. So either we fake out 114.4 or we fake out $113,000. These are the best ideas for a long or the much greater intraday longs. However, I've got a scalp idea in case Bitcoin doesn't want to go any lower. We might also be looking at in a nice long at the 115.9, 115.8, and then a reclaim of 116. This is basically the 3 ideas I've got for a long on Bitcoin, and I'm actually super happy about the video I made to you guys, I think yesterday, in about 21 hours ago. I said that Bitcoin is super bullish. However, I'd like you guys to be cautious, especially at the minute candle once they announced the rate cut. I've said that Bitcoin or the market is already has already priced in the technically the bullish news of a rate cut. So I didn't want you guys to be longing once you hear about the positive news. As I've explained, guys, that it's very, very likely. I think 95% were expecting, analysts were expecting Bitcoin, or sorry, the Fed Reserve Bank to actually drop rates for by 0.25%. So I try to warn you guys as much as possible to not long at exactly announce or at the minute candle of announcing that news, because as you can see, once I think the news came out, we saw a drop on Bitcoin of 1%. We dropped from 116 to 114. So hopefully everybody who watched that video was cautious and did not long exactly or as the news were coming out. So technically I'm still super bullish on Bitcoin. I'm waiting for higher prices to come, but if it drops, I'm gonna be happily bullish and longing again. Thanks for watching, guys.